Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at the radio control gear for the scale model tugboat. It's just going to be an overview of the separate parts that I'll be using during the build. Let's have a look at the parts individually. To the right is the handheld transmitter. This has two joysticks, a left and a right. The left joystick stays wherever you position it. The right joystick returns to center. Piloting a tugboat, it doesn't really matter that these two functions operate slightly different. If it was a model airplane or a car, it would matter. So bear that in mind if you're ever wondering why one returns to center and one stays where you leave it. That's the design of standard radio control handsets. So that's the transmitter. If we look in the center of the drawing, there's a receiver. This is connected to the transmitter through the airwaves using radio control. You get a little piece of wire and a plug that's called a bind plug when you get these pieces of equipment, and it's binding them that makes it all work synchronized. Other parts we can see are the motors, two identical motors suitable for powering the tugboat. These are called brushed motors as opposed to brushless. They are controlled in this instance by individual ESCs or electronic speed controls, suitable again for brushed motors. The batteries, there's separate batteries for each motor depending on what ballast is needed to have the tugboat sitting correctly in the water. I may decide to have one or two of these batteries either wired separately or in parallel. Now let's have a look at the operation of each motor individually using the handheld transmitter. I've put tape on the ends of the motors just so we can see, or try and see. I'll turn it as slow as I can. Can we see that's going in a clockwise direction when I move this stick on the transmitter? At the center position it stopped. And now we're going in an anti-clockwise direction. So we have forward and reverse for the left hand motor, and similarly for the right hand motor. The other stick on the radio control transmitter so that's going in clockwise direction. It automatically centers, and now we're going in anti-clockwise direction. And that, in a nutshell, is what's going to be the radio control system for the twin motor within the tugboat. If you'd like to see more in-depth details, i.e. how to bind the transmitter with the receiver, then put a comment in the comments section below and I'll make a video. Thanks for watching. Join me again soon.